Welcome everyone. Today we're diving into the Listen to an Announcement task, where we'll analyze a professor's classroom update to sharpen our listening for specific details and instructions. By the end of this session, you'll be much more confident in identifying key requirements in a lecture setting. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to subscribe to myTOEFL for more expert strategies. Let's keep working toward your target score together. Get ready to listen to a professor discuss a specialized marketing topic. Pay close attention to the specific requirements and dates mentioned for an upcoming lab visit. Listen to a lecture in a marketing course. Today, we are discussing sensory marketing, specifically the use of scent as a tool for brand recognition. Research shows that certain aromas can trigger powerful emotional memories, which increases the time consumers spend in a retail store. This is often referred to as olfactive branding. Next Wednesday, April 5th, we will visit the campus sensory laboratory at 11 a.m. We will participate in a blind scent identification test to observe how fragrances influence product perception. You are required to bring a fresh, unscented handkerchief and a black ink pen for the data entry forms. Please avoid wearing any strong perfume or cologne to the lab to prevent cross-contamination of samples. Listen to a lecture in a marketing course. The context of a marketing course tells us to listen for business strategies and consumer behavior terminology. Professor. Since the speaker is a professor, we should expect a mix of academic theory and practical instructions for students. Today, we are discussing sensory marketing, specifically the use of scent as a tool for brand recognition. The professor immediately sets the stage by introducing sensory marketing as the core subject, focusing on how scent acts as a tool for brand identity. Research shows that certain aromas can trigger powerful emotional memories, which increases the time consumers spend in a retail store. Notice the cause and effect here. Aromas are linked to powerful emotional memories, which directly explains why people stay longer in stores. This is often referred to as olfactive branding. Here, a formal term is defined. Olfactive branding is the specific name for using smell in business strategy. Next Wednesday, April 5th, we will visit the campus sensory laboratory at 11 a.m. Now we move to logistics, where the professor provides a clear deadline and location, Wednesday, April 5th at the campus sensory laboratory. We will participate in a blind scent identification test to observe how fragrances influence product perception. The purpose of the trip is explained as a blind scent identification test to help students see how smells influence product perception. You are required to bring a fresh, unscented handkerchief and a black ink pen for the data entry forms. Listen for the specific materials required. Students must bring an unscented handkerchief and a black ink pen for the data forms. Please avoid wearing any strong perfume or cologne to the lab to prevent cross-contamination of samples. This is a critical avoid instruction. The professor warns against strong perfume or cologne to ensure the experiment isn't ruined by cross-contamination. What is the main topic of the professor's lecture? This is a main topic question, so we need to find the central theme that connects scent to marketing strategy mentioned at the beginning. Let's listen to what option says. The psychological impact of scent on consumer behavior. This is a strong match because the lecture focuses on the psychological impact of aromas on how long people shop and their emotional reactions. Now, let's check option B. Strategies for designing visual retail displays in malls. We can eliminate this because the talk is about smell, not visual retail displays or physical store layouts. Here is option C. Let's break it down. Methods for improving memory through specific aromatherapy. While aromas are mentioned, the goal is marketing, not a medical or therapeutic aromatherapy session to improve memory. Finally, let's evaluate option D. The history of perfume manufacturing in the fashion industry. The professor isn't discussing the history of the fashion industry, but rather current marketing tools using scent. Therefore, the correct choice is option A because it best summarizes the relationship between scent and consumer habits mentioned throughout the lecture. What instruction does the professor give regarding the laboratory visit? This question focuses on a specific instruction regarding the lab visit, so look for a rule or requirement mentioned for the trip. Let's see if option A fits. Participants are prohibited from wearing strong fragrances themselves. This is correct because the professor explicitly told students to avoid wearing strong perfume to prevent sample contamination. Let's check option B. Students should wear their favorite perfume to the session. This is a trap. The professor actually said to avoid perfume, which is the opposite of wear their favorite one. Now let's look at option C. They must bring a digital camera for documenting scents. As the lecture mentioned a black ink pen, but there was no requirement for a digital camera for documenting scents. Here is option D. Let's break it down. Yes, a written report on retail design must be submitted beforehand. A written report was never mentioned as a prerequisite for the visit, only data entry during the test. The most accurate answer is option A, since it directly reflects the professor's request to prevent cross-contamination of samples. To master these tasks, always differentiate between the academic theory and the practical instructions provided. Pay close attention to negative constraints, like things students are told to avoid, as these are common distractors.